And today I'd like to talk to you about the AH-64 helicopter. I'd like to talk to you about what it's used for, what kind of weapons it can carry, and what makes it different from other aircraft in the Army. First of all, this aircraft is used for a wartime air support weapon. And with that being said, what I mean by an air support is if you have ground troops on the ground, this aircraft can basically be called in and give them air support. Another thing this aircraft can do is it can fire weapons from a long range. With that being said, it can actually sit behind the troops and they can call in air support to basically a grid coordinate, and it can find that grid coordinate and put its weapons on that grid coordinate. A third thing that this aircraft can do is basically it can, be a surveillance aircraft. It can, find IEDs. It can, fly in front of a convoy and, find a vehicle that may have blocked their way, so it can divert the convoy into a different area to get them out of harm's way. Now let's look at some of the weapons that this AH-64 helicopter can carry. If you look at the handout that I gave you, just follow along with me, and I'd like to point out those areas so you can get a better feel and get a better understanding of where they're located. The first weapon is the 30mm chain gun, which is underneath the nose. This weapon can, be used as a chain gun. So basically, that weapon is tied into the pilot's helmet, and wherever he looks, that weapon is on target. The other two weapons it has 70mm rockets, which are located on the outside of the wings. According to the Wikipedia encyclopedia, the 70mm rocket has an effective range of 3,200 meters. The third rocket is called the Hellfire. This rocket is a lot better and means that it actually has its own capabilities of finding a target as far as by laser guidance. Also, according to Wikipedia encyclopedia, this rocket has an effective range of 8,000 meters. The downfall of the Hellfire is, now hold your breath because this is going to be pretty bad. But anyways, the downfall is one of these costs $68,000. So with that being said, basically if the pilot pulls that trigger once, he just spent $68,000 of your hard-earned tax money. Now let's look at how this aircraft compares to other aircraft in the Army. According to 105E-9, this aircraft was basically designed for, as far as an attack helicopter. With that being said, this aircraft, you have the UH-60 and the Chinook, which are used for transport, and then you have the Kiowa, which is used for basically a scout. So this aircraft is a lot better because it's more for an attack helicopter, and that's basically how it works. In review today, we have went over what this aircraft is used for, how this aircraft, or what kind of weapons this aircraft carries, and how this aircraft stacks up to other aircraft in the Army. Thank you very much.